Hi you guys, this is Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial. Highly requested. I posted a picture on her on Instagram and I got a lot of messages, mostly on the painted petals, as you can see, because this is my template 91. So she has been out, I want to say already for a year already, and I have a couple of tutorials on my Instagram TV and under my saved highlight stories on Instagram on how to make the marigold in just a single color, not painted. Honestly, I never painted her petals before. I don't know why I have not, because my gosh, I am obsessed. So a little background story on my template 91 if you're new here. So template 91 is actually the little sister of template 44. Template 44 is the larger version of this marigold. I created template 44, I want to say almost 4 years ago, because I wanted to make some fall inspired templates, and I came out with 2 marigold templates, and this is one of them. She is very popular by template 44. So year down the road, I decided to make her into a smaller version, because with template 44, let me show you what the template looks like. I have her here in a bag. Let me zoom out. So as you can see, it's a lot of petals. She actually comes with, how many? Let me see, 14 petals. Is it 14? Let me see. No, I think she comes with 15 petals. So you get 15 petals with template 44, and flowers will range roughly around 8 inches to 20 inches. So you get quite a lot of petals, but I mean, the flowers are big. So obviously I wanted something smaller, just because smaller paper flowers have been very much in. So I created template 91. So with template 91, she comes with 6 little cuties. So you can totally see the difference. She's small. She is small. So again, you get 6 petals, and roughly you'll be able to make around 5.5 to 9 inch marigolds. So this is roughly around 5.5 inches. So again, inspired by a marigold, and I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys how to create this painted petals, as you can see. And I am using pan pastels. I love pan pastels. I've been using them a lot, especially for succulents, but I had a request for marigolds for Day of the Dead, which is coming up soon. So I was like, you know what? I kind of want to do something different. So I went ahead and I went on Amazon to see if they had orange pan pastels. So you can get these also Michaels. I bought actually the original ones that I have. I bought them Michaels, but I needed them like now. So I actually went on Amazon, 1-day delivery with Amazon Prime. So I found this one. So this is the one that I am using. So as you can see here, it's just called orange. It's a perfect color. I absolutely love it. So this is what I am actually using. So this is definitely an option. You can totally skip this step if you don't want to paint her petals. If you actually look her up, especially template 44 on my website, www.ariellesedesigns.com, I have a picture of my template 44 where it was just a solid orange and yellow marigolds, and it still looked beautiful. So definitely, if you don't have this at hand, don't think like, oh, I don't have it. I know, like, you totally can skip this step. You do not have to do this. I'm just making this video for you guys because I got asked a lot, what did you use? What did you use to paint the petals? So I am here to show you guys, for those of you who want to learn how I did it. I am no expert with pan pastels, guys. I just go with it. I seriously do. And honestly, I just love the outcome. If you can see, oh, obsessed. So we're going to go ahead and make this little cutie right here. So let's talk about what you will need. Okay, so like I said, you're going to need the templates. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, whenever making my marigold, either my 91 or my 44, I always use 3 petals, with the exception of only this one, the little cutie. For this one right here, I only use the first 2 smallest petals. Okay, so this is all you're going to need. But for all the other sizes, I always use 3 petals. So if you want to watch that video, actually I'm going to have it linked on my YouTube. If you're watching it here on my YouTube, if you're watching it here on Instagram TV, then go to my Instagram TV, guys, and look either for the video on template 44 if you have that template, or template 91. You will find those videos on Instagram TV. All right. Oh, and she also has a highlight story on Instagram TV under my Instagram saved highlight story. So I do go step by step as well on how to make them with the 3 petals. Okay, so how to make this little cutie. So you're going to need the first 2 petals. So she does come with 3 bases, so you are going to need the smallest one. Okay, now you can use any paper, but because I want to do the Marigold traditional colors, like that beautiful golden orangey color, I am using this paper right here. It's a beautiful golden yellowish color. This is from the brand Printworks. You can find them on Amazon. I will go ahead also and link this one down below. 65-pound weight. I want to say she's part of their floral pack. So they have different type of packs with different colors. And I want to say she is from the floral pack. It's a beautiful, beautiful yellow. I don't really know if the camera is really showing up. You know, right now with, you know, fall here, the lighting, it's messing me up. So you're going to need that. And then what else? So like I said, your base, my base is already here ready to go. Petals, some of my petals are already prepped, so you can see them right here. You are going to need quite a bit of petals, guys. So here's the thing. I'm going to tell you how many I used for this one, but it does not necessarily mean that you will be using the same amount if you redo her or if you do her. So I'm going to cut out the same amount I did for her, and we'll see if I use the same amount. But just with my dahlia template, that's somewhat similar with the rolling, depending on how you roll the petals, wider or thinner, will determine how many will fit on your base. So it might vary. So let me go ahead and tell you how many I use. So for the largest petal, which is this one right here, I used 11 for the first roll, because you're going to use her for the first 2 layers. And then the top here, it looks like I did 7. So 11 and 7. Okay. And so then for the little cutie here, which is your last petal, okay, I believe, let's see, I see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like I used 12 of these. Okay. So 11, 7 of the largest, and then 12 of the smallest. But again, if you find that, oh, Karina, but I didn't use the same amount as you, it's okay. Just follow the technique, and you will be good to go. It's honestly an easy flower to make, but if you're gonna paint her petals, I'm just gonna tell you right now, it is time consuming. All right, so let me go ahead and show you how I painted the petals. All right, so obviously you're going to need your petal, and just to let you know, she is available in hard copy, PDF, or SVG, so there's your preferences as what you would like. Typically now with the smaller petals, the smaller petal templates, I now use my Cricut Maker to cut them out, so the SVG, which is super nice. So I did have my SVG, just if you're wondering, because I know some of you always wondered how did I cut them out. I did use my Cricut Maker to cut the petals out. Okay, so here is my petal. You're going to need a pan pastel, any color you know works, but I have the orange here. And you're going to need some sort of soft tool. Now, when I first purchased my pan pastels a couple years back, I bought a big old kit that had these tools called soft tools. And I always said they look like eyeshadow applicators. So this was the last one I had, and as you can see, it's pretty beat up. So I was like, I really can't use that one. So you can find these on Amazon, guys. So I just looked, a pack of 12 of these, I paid $7.99 for 12 of these. But I was like, you know what? They look very similar to eyeshadow applicators. So I went on Amazon a couple weeks back and I bought these. So here it is. That's what I used. And as you can see, I mean, you can see the difference, right? So honestly, this has been working very well for me. So this was a pack of 50 for $5.99. So 50 of these for $5.99 instead of 12 for $7.99, $8. I mean, you know, I'm cheap. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry. I liked you, but this works just as well. Okay, so I will go ahead and have these linked as well for you guys, because again, these are from Amazon. So get your applicator. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. All right, so get your sponge. So you're just gonna grab a little bit on there, okay? And then all you're gonna do is just go around the outer edge and give her a paint. Honestly, I find this very relaxing. I like to do this to my succulents. It just brings the flower to life. And that's it, guys. You're gonna do this to all your petals. So it depends on you how dark you want it. Obviously, if you want it more lighter, then you would just go ahead and blend this out. And that's pretty much it. And do you see how it brings the petal to life? Oh, I love it. So yeah, so you want to go ahead and do that to all your petals. So I have a couple right here already done. So now let me show you now, once we do this, how to make them to look like this. Now, just full warning, you know, if you are painting your petals, just be mindful that you will get some of the, you know, paint on your tips or this and that. But I do find it that they don't bleed so much. I have not found of, you know, like I don't find it like rubbing off or anything. It's just, you know, once I'm working with the paint and whatnot, it can get on your fingers, but it washes right off, guys. So here is the petal. So let me show you how to prep it. So you are going to need a wooden dowel or something to curl with, and something small if you do have this template, because this is a small, like as you can see, it's a small petal. So obviously I need a wooden dowel that's not so thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my petals a curl inwards just like this. This is just going to help manipulate that cone that we want. So I'm kind of going to pinch it here in the middle, fold over, so you're making kind of like that cone. Do you see that? Grab your glue gun. If you're wondering, Surebonder mini detailed glue gun. This is my favorite, especially when working with small little flowers like this one. So I added glue. Now I'm kind of bending that forward a bit. So now here's the part where we're going to curl our petals back, but just be very careful when doing this. Get your wooden dowel, turn your petal around, and then give this a slight curl up, just like that, and repeat the same process for the other end up. So then that's going to give your petal shape just like that. Do you see that? So go ahead and do that to all your petals. All right, so here is my base. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of these petals over here, and let's go ahead and start. So get your glue, add a small dot of glue to that tip, and glue her down just like that. Now, I do recommend for you to have the wooden dowel at hand, just because these are smaller petals. It's nice to have a wooden dowel to help you kind of press down. So your goal here, guys, is to pretty much glue these around. And sorry if you hear me sniffling. My whole family has been with the sniffles. All right, for a minute there we thought our son had COVID. Thankfully, no, it's just something going around. He tested, actually 2 of my sons, we tested them and they tested negative. So thank gosh, it's just something going around. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up. But pretty much we're just gonna go around, guys. So I'll be right back once I'm done with this layer. All right, you guys, so I am done with that first layer. So let's see how many I actually ended up using. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I actually ended up using 9. And is that so funny? Because for my template 44, whenever I make her, I always end up using 9 for the first layer. So as you can see, it's just gonna depend, guys, on how your petals end up being, because you know sometimes your petals might be wider and sometimes more narrower. So it again, it all depends. So if you ended up filling up with 11 or more, that is okay. Just follow the same technique. Now I possibly could have added one more here, but because I did make my petals more wider, I just didn't want it to be so what's the word, like, you know, too cluttered, you know. So that's why I just left it as here. So we're done with that first layer then. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my other petal. So remember, it's still the same size because we're using her for the first and second layer. And so your goal here is start off going in between the petals and then just go around and see how many you can fit. So remember, the number won't always be the same amount because it'll depend how you space the petals. So I'll be right back when I am done with this layer. All right, you guys, so I am back, just adding the last one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that wooden dowel just to press her down, and voila, we are done with the second layer. So let's see how many I ended up using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 I ended up for the second layer. So now we are going to go next with the smallest petal. So this little cutie right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these prepped and ready to go, and I will be back to finish her up. All right, guys, I am back. So let's go ahead and finish up this marigold. So now we're on to that last little cutie, the smallest petal. So mine are all prepped. So here she is. Now, I do recommend for this part, like a wooden dowel. I actually also have, yeah, I'm weird, a paper clip just because it's so thin to help me press down. Because once she starts closing in, it's so hard to stick your fingers in there. So, I just found that I needed something more thinner than that wooden dowel, this one right here. So I was like, what do I have in my office that would work? And sure enough, paper clip. So your goal here, guys, is just to go around in a circle by gluing these petals around. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, you guys, so I am done gluing those small little cuties. So it looks like I used 6 of them for the center part. So now we're gonna finish up. So pretty much in the center, I just go to town, guys, and I just randomly place petals anywhere I feel I want to place them. But look, see, here's the thing, I'm gonna have to use this paper clip because I don't think the wooden dowel is going to work. So yeah, your goal here is just to cover up that gap. Sorry if you hear my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and place, and hopefully you can see that it's not a hard template to work with, guys. It really isn't. And especially it's quicker if you don't paint the petals. It's definitely quicker if you don't do this added step that I did. But if you want, you know, some pizzazz, then I definitely recommend giving it a go and coloring the petals. It's honestly, it's just so pretty. So pretty. I think I can squeeze one more in there. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Because I feel like I see that little gap right there. So yeah, there we go. Squeeze that in there. I'm telling you, paper clip. And voila, we are all done. Do you see that? Oh, the lighting. I need these clouds to move. It's so cloudy right now. It's been raining here, then it gets sunny, then it starts raining. Oh, it's a mess. But I hope you guys found that helpful. Learning how to make the marigolds. So as you can see, like, look at the difference here. This one definitely has more and this one has definitely less, but again, it all depends how you place the petals and how wide you make them, because with this one I feel like the petals were not as wide as this, and it's okay either way. Both of them are cute, so please don't get hung up on the fact that, oh, I didn't use the same amount as Karina did. It's okay, just follow the same technique guides and you guys are gonna get something beautiful. Oh, I'm obsessed. So stay tuned to my Instagram because I am making 10 cutie marigolds so you guys can see the final look. I am also going to include the other marigolds. I might do also a video tutorial on her. I actually ordered another color pan pastel. I actually ordered a yellow one, a deeper yellow, because there's another marigold that I want to make a different style. So I'm definitely going to do a video tutorial on her as well. So stay tuned. So definitely follow me on Instagram at Ariel Elise Designs. If you're watching me here on YouTube and you don't follow me, just because I pretty much update you guys on everything that I do there. All right, so for templates, please visit www.arielelisedesigns.com. Like I said, visit my Instagram, Ariel Elise Designs there, just because I have more video tutorials under my Instagram TV that are not on my YouTube channel. So sometimes, guys, it depends. I will put some videos on Instagram TV, some will be on YouTube. So definitely check both of those out, along with my saved highlight stories on Instagram, as I also have a different assortment of tutorials on there. And I will talk with you guys later. Bye.